Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Variable Barricade, and I am trying to work this shit without a goddamn mouse. Just FYI. Holy shit, it's fucking impossible. Can't use the trackpad on my computer. I can do it on my laptop at work, no fucking problem. I'm used to it at home. I'm like, I don't know how to do. It's weird. My mouse broke last night. Like, just fucking. I think this is like the third fucking like wireless mouse I've gone through in like way too long. Like, it's short of a period of time. They should not be breaking this soon. But like, it wasn't the batteries. Trust me. Like, I put new batteries in and the stupid thing still wasn't working. And then like the buttons were all. I'm like, whatever. My other ones, my bird ate the fucking chewed on the freaking scrolly mouse and made it like janky. I technically have one of those floating around, but I was using my like wired mouse. I can't stand that. It's like twice as big as my regular mouse because it's a gaming mouse that came with my old laptop. And I'm like, I don't like, and I just, the way I'm like, I don't like this. It's like, I liked my mouse. I was used to it. It's just, anyway. So, I just wanted to complain. But anyway, so we are here jealous that these women are getting near my brother. And why the heck is music so loud in my own ear? Why will this not stay? I turned the volume down like 3 fucking times. Like, I turned it down, and then, like, I went and I was like, okay, everything's fine. And then I'm like, why is it so loud? Okay, it didn't turn down. I turned it down when I just started recording, and it's back up, like, stopped going back up. Jesus Christ. It's low for you, but it's louder for me, because just my computer speakers and then through my headset. Anyway. We're running away from the women because how dare they talk to my hot, sexy brother? He's mine. I kind of like this possessiveness that we're feeling toward him. I'm okay with this. This whole fucking ending is just a goddamn train wreck. Anyway, if we get far enough away, then those women won't follow after us. I took a quick look around and then gently let go of my brother's arm. Good grief, that was surprising. What's going on? Oh, you know, it's your own fault. You were totally oogling those girls. Well, you won't let him oogle us. I'm just fucking saying. Oogling? That's right. You're very good looking, you know. If you show the slightest interest, women will prey upon you. Well, they were just asking for directions. And there's no way I'd fall prey to some other woman. So, when you say that, you mean you'll fall prey to me? Because, okay with it. I like how fucked up this is going right now. I'm here for this. God, I've got problems. Anyway, these games have given me problems. Really? Do you think I'm lying? No. Oh, really? You've got some nerve questioning my love for my little sister. And that's also weird. You can love your family, but you shouldn't love your family. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I have to call it out because it's disturbing, but, like, I'm totally into it for this, so I one of those, like, this is so wrong. But, like, I can't even say it. Like, this is just fucking wrong. It's like, I just am enjoying it too much. It's not the way I want it to be. But they're giving you hints, and they're doing a little something going on here. I don't know. Alright. If you're so anxious about it, then we can spend the whole day talking about memories from when you were a baby. In due time. Enough of that stuff. Well then, let's continue with our day out. Come on, Tsubame. I was somewhat convinced, so I changed gears and took my brother all around from one place to another. We went window shopping, ate a delicious lunch, and took a break in the park while looking at the fountain. I was glad my brother was willing to go along with me, even though he looked a tad dismayed at my overzealous spoiling. We went from one area of the city to the next, enjoying the day to its fullest. It was the happiest I'd ever been. Yeah, because we're with the best love interest. Who's not even a love interest. Listen. Oh, look at that store over there. Samugi said their ice cream's really popular. We had just finished watching a movie, and I spotted the store while we were walking around. I pointed it out to my brother. Ah! Stop it! I love this! It's like my dream, CJ. That's all I want is just to be wrapped around Kasuga's arm. I know he's my brother, and that's not what's happening here. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend. But I but this is like one of those CGs that if you see, you're like, oh, we get to date Kasuga, and you'd get really excited, and this would happen, and it would just crush all your hopes and dreams, wouldn't it? Yeah. But, like, I knew. Oh, games. You can't trick me, and sometimes you can trick me, but sometimes you can't. Like 50-50. 60-40, okay? Like 40% of the time you can trick me, but 60% of the time I'm on, and I eventually catch up, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're bamboozling me. And that's what happened here. It took a while, but eventually I was very suspicious. I didn't exactly know how he was going to... And I didn't think he was going to be full-on brother. I figured, like, half-brother? Step-brother? Cousin or something? I don't know, but I just knew. I knew there was some kind of shit going on. That's why we couldn't date him, because there's no way you're going to throw in someone like Kasuga and then be like, but you can't. Okay, that's not true. They do that all the time, but... Anyway. Didn't we just have dessert during lunch? And now you want to eat another high-calorie food right after? You're gonna get fat. This is where you slap him. I don't need to tell you how much I love you. You know that, right? Oh, I know that too well. Do we? My little sister's the cutest girl in the whole world, so I'd like you to maintain your figure and let me brag about you all the time. I kind of just wish we'd stop calling each other brother and sister while we're, like, wrapped around each other like this, because it looks wildly inappropriate. People are like, no, they're such a cute couple. Brother, sister, what? I'm just saying. But again, I think that's part of the charm? Question mark about this. That's what makes this more and more disturbing the further you go down this, but this is the closest I'm ever gonna get, so... Spacey, it's a request from your cute little sister, so you should listen to me in earnest. My brother let out a sigh as I clung to his arm. Spacey, have you noticed that you're starting to act like an annoying girlfriend lately? You have to do everything I say. Your sister has to be the cutest. Don't make eyes at another woman. You see? Yes, and exactly, but exactly. Yeah. No, I'm here for this. I feel like you've done the same thing, though. Me? You have to listen to everything I say. I have to be the one you rely on, first and foremost. Stay away from men you don't know. You see? I was being more educational, or disciplinary. Same difference. Ugh. I love this. You're being like a girlfriend, and you're like my boyfriend, and maybe we should just admit that have this weird fucking sexual tension going on here. I think that's what makes this so, like, weird, because you're like, yes, I'm kind of getting my Kasuga fan service in a really weird way, but it's actually not that way, but they're kind of making it seem that way, and it's very confusing, and I'm not really sure what's happening here. Like, I'm very confused, and it's good and terrifying at the same time. But I love Kasuga, so good enough, I guess. I feel like if you didn't like Kasuga, this would be, like, worse than if you had a Kasuga route. You know, you're like, I don't like this love interest, and we gotta play this route, right? Would kind of irritate you. You're like, I hate this, I don't want to be here. We've been there, okay? But, like, I think it'd be so much worse if you didn't like Kasuga, and then you're like, thank God we don't have a fucking Kasuga route. And then you find out that Kasuga's your brother, and then you have this. I think it's really gonna, like, fucking light some people on fire. Meanwhile, I'm over here, like, it's a totally different fire for me, okay? I'm not gonna have a brother complex or be into, like, oh my god, yeah. But, like, I'm here for it this time, and... Again, the two games we're playing in tandem are really kind of doing a number on me with this shit. So, like... Stop making my brothers hot! Like... Normally in any other game, if you had a brother character, you'd be like, oh, you might be like, oh, this character's hot. Oh, that's my brother. Oh, and then you could turn it off. But, like, you get to the end and you're like, well, it's too late now. And again, not my brother, her brother, but, you know, we're living vicariously through this in a really creepy kind of way. Look, I just need to talk to a therapist about this, okay? Because, like, you know 100%, you're like, this is 100% fucking creepy and wrong, and this should be on fucking Law & Order. This is like a Law & Order episode right here, and you're like, what the fuck? And then on the other hand, you're like, but I'm kind of enjoying it, and I'm here for it, and like, yeah, we're gonna go deeper into this rabbit hole, like, so I don't know. My brother's face froze, and I smiled at him gleefully. I feel like they keep saying brother, sister, just to kind of hammer it into you, and like, kind of disgusting that you're enjoying this. Yeah, well, eventually I'll accept it. Okay, now that that's done, go get us some ice cream. I can see I'm not winning this. Oh, what flavor? Strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. The trifecta! Peanut butter. You at least make it a double. Did you say something, Tsubame? No. Alright, fine. I've decided to spoil you rotten today. I'll listen to whatever ridiculous thing you want, so go wild. Woohoo! I love you, brother! I love you too, Kasuga. It'll always be Kasuga in my head because Tsubame's our brother. Which is weird. Kasuga's not our brother. It's our brother. Yeah. Love you too. Oh, I love that CG. I watched my brother walk towards the ice cream store and started thinking to myself, I've got a wonderful brother. I had thought I was an only child and I always had a faint longing for a brother. Really? So you already had a slightly bit of a brother complex? This is not I had a want for a sibling. I wanted a brother. I'm just saying. That's because you knew somewhere deep inside a piece of you was missing and it's your brother. I admit he had a bit of a problematic side, but I thought he was the perfect brother. Yeah, I mean, not many other brothers are going to be kind of romantic with you, so yeah. I think anyone would want to spoil him if he were their brother. I want to spoil him, but I don't want him to be my brother. But they can't. He's my brother. I'm not letting anyone else have him. I was giggling unabashedly and bragging about my own brother in my head. Could I possibly be taking things too seriously to the point that I, too, had a complex? Yes! Shh! Though, don't think about it too hard. Nope, no way. This is normal. Perfectly fine. Spacey. The next thing I knew, my brother was there with ice cream in his hands, looking at me with slight suspicion. It's fine. I'm just making up for lost time with my brother. Yeah, this is not how people make up for lost... I mean, yeah, sure, going to the movies, maybe having a day out, getting ice cream, but, like, it's just not quite as intense as this. There is a line between hanging out with someone platonically, you know, we hang out, we go to the movies, we have ice cream, dinner, blah, 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 conversation, and then hanging out with someone romantically. And we are kind of like, we only have an elbow on the platonic side right now. The rest of us is kind of on the romantic side. So we're not even on the line. We're kind of like, we are just barely pinkying the platonic line. We just have like a finger over there and we're like, yeah, this is fine. It's not fine. It's not, but like, I'm fine. I'm here for it, but I'm just saying, this is not normal. I ran towards him with a big smile on my face. I mean, yes, it's normal if your brother is like 12 and you're 6 and you're like, yay, my big brother, and it's like innocent and cute, because like whatever. This is not, when you're an adult, this gets a little, this I'm just saying. I was sure he was happy on the inside. Because he had an unrivaled sister complex, he was the most loving big brother, and nobody in the whole world could beat him. Yeah, this is definitely we're marrying our brother. I'm fine with it. God damn. There is some fucking shit. But I miss Kasuga. Oh, we have a Whis message. Oh, okay, let's go check that out. Is it from our brother? It is. It's still today yet, and that means you're still my little sister. I don't mind enduring your selfish request once a month. But this time I think I'll have you listen to one of mine. I'll be ready next month, okay? Sure, okay. I still can't say I know what kind of things you personally enjoy. Oh, I can make a guess. Especially with a sister complex. I'll do whatever you say, Kasuga. I'm happy to learn about some of them. You might not be, but, I mean, okay. I'm happy to learn about them. Well, I like how cute you are. Not that kind of stuff. I like how she's like, no! But also, yes, she'll get there eventually, Kasuga. It'll be fine. Is there a fan disc of this game? There really should be. But, like, I kind of feel like there shouldn't be because if, like, okay. So, like, if they made a fan disc of this, right? You know, you have your little, like, after story. You're happy after with all your boyfriends. But then after this route, you can't not go full fucking into the incest route. Okay, you can't do, like, this where you're like, you are just, he's like, I like how cute you are. Not that. And then she's like, but, like, how dare you look at other women. Like, she is borderline fallen into the brother complex shit. Like, she's teetering on the edge of, like, falling into that fucking hole, okay? And, like, you can't have a fan disc and then it's just like, oh, my brother and we're just normal siblings. That is not what's happening here and you can't go to the totally normal side after this fucking shit, you have to go straight fucking in, and you can't also totter on the line further. You can do that here because you're like, it's a short route, and you're like, I'm questioning what's happening here. And for your own sanity, you could be like, I'm just going to pretend it's really weird. And then everything works out, and they're just normal brother and sister, and we marry a normal guy, and it's not creepy and weird in Alabama. Turn off the banjos, motherfuckers. We're fine, okay? Or you could be completely fucked up and disturbing like me and be like, oh no, we're going straight into Alabama. We're getting banjos. We're going to have a grand old family. Our family reunion is literally just, you know, the immediate family because we all related. I'm just, you know, well, obviously your family's all related, but you know what I meant. There's no distant cousins because, like, my brother is my husband. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, we're going straight into, like, again, Law and Order territory. There is some, like, serious, like, fucked up shit going on here. Like, this is shit that someone's gonna write a book about and people are gonna be like, what the fuck? You know? We're going into that, okay? So you can't just totter on the line if you did a fan disc. You'd have to pick one lane or the other, and I can't see how they would do that, because I kind of, in my brain, I don't look at this like, this is not normal, and I don't think anyone could think this is normal, okay? Normal brother-sister relations. So, like, even if you, again, at the end, wanted to, I'm just gonna pretend, you know deep down in the deep, dark recesses of your mind that, like, where you is just cowering in the corner, rocking back and forth, going, this isn't normal. It's okay, it's gonna be fine, right? It's not gonna be fine, you fucking know it, okay? That little voice knows it. That's why it's hiding in the corner, rocking back and forth, trying to reassure itself that it's gonna be all okay. Alright? So, like, it's good if you want to pretend, but, like, if they brought out a fan disc and they went that, you know damn well you'd be like, well, that's kind of bullshit, because this isn't fucking normal, and there's no way people like this, if you were, like, in any kind of logical sense, without some serious motherfucking therapy, would get to become normal. And we don't have therapy, so, like, we're not going normal. We're going full-on weird. It's gonna get weirder, you know? And I just can't see people accepting that. Like, I feel like, oh, this is kind of like the dipping your toes in the pool, like, can you handle this shit? American audiences, Western audiences, can you handle this shit? And then we're like, oh! Some of us, again, yeah, well, I played enough of these games that nothing phases me anymore. I'm waiting for the game to come out, any game to come out with something that's really going to be like, oh, nope, this is a lot, There are lines, I know. I can think of a couple things in my head that I'd be like, there's a line! But, like, no game has crossed that yet. This I originally would have thought was a line, and now you're in a game and you're like, I mean, okay. I guess I've watched enough Law and Order that, like, at this point you're like, I've seen enough of that show for this not to faze me that much, and enough of the shit that we've done in Otome games for this not to faze me. It kind of did originally. When I started Furushana knowing that, like, one of the characters is your brother, I was like, oh, wait, but that's like a stepbrother thing right now? Like a real, like, it's not, we're not really related, right? I was kind of disturbed at that point, but I got myself to adjust, and so we got to here, and I'm like, well, I adjusted a little faster than I think I should have. But I'm just saying. So partially because I prepared myself in a different game, and partially because these games have done so fucking much that, like, now when a love interest throws a cage down, I'm like, I mean, I get in. I mean, and we know what I used to feel about that. The fuck do you think? Fuck you, you son of a bitch! And now I'm like, how dare you, as I climb in the cage. Can I have a pillow? Thanks. You got any magazines or something to read in here? Like, what am I doing? Okay, cool. You know, I mean, like, depending on the love interest. But most of the time I'm like, alright, well, oh, okay, it's a cage. You know? I'm not fazed by it anymore, so. I'm just saying, though, I don't know. I want a fan disc because I want to go, like, full freaking ham into this and just see how fucked up they make it. But I don't think most people can handle that, because I'm gonna bet that there is, like, I haven't read, like, obviously, like, any of the stuff Reddit or anything where people discuss the routes, because it takes me so long to do them, and I don't want to ruin them, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't read spoilers, I don't want to go to discussion, so I'm really kind of curious people's thoughts on this, and like, what the fuck? Because it is what the, oh man. I thought I fixed my controller drift, but I didn't. I mean, maybe you need to get new controllers for my Switch. I don't know, my fucking joystick only now started having a fucking drift, but I tried to recalibrate it yesterday, and like reset and update the firmware, but it just fucking drifted again. And I'm like, I hate that. It's this. It fucking drives me bonkers. There's really no way to fix it now without popping open your controllers and fucking up some shit. So, I mean, I guess I gotta find compressed air and see if I wonder if I have some. I think I do, actually. Oh, no, I think it's desk cleaner. That would be bad. Because, like, that's the only other thing I could think of. But, see? It's, like, driving me bonkers. Anyway. Yes, I like how cute you are. Not that kind of stuff, anyway.
I know. While I was Kasuga, I never did let too much of my personal self drift to the surface. If you really want, I can show you a few things. A little at a time.
Oh my god. See? But it's this! The game is over! What the fuck? I want to see this! I want to know. Promise.
If you're a good girl.
Not fair.
Seeing my precious baby sister grow even more precious is my reason for living, you know.
I feel like he should have a second number that he can text us from so we know who he is at the time. Ugh. I'm looking forward to next month.
Please do.
You'll love it, I bet.
Good night. And remember, tomorrow morning, I'm Kasuga again.
I know. Good night. I love how fucked up this is. Alright, maybe this is where we get to go out with our brother and... Anyway. Girls' Day Out. At Samugi's suggestion, I write a fun New Year's At Samugi's suggestion, I write a few New Year's resolutions. What aspirations do I settle on? This one is going to be so fucking bland as fuck compared to being out with Kasuga. Now I'm here, and now we're like, yeah, great great Samugi, out of my way, I need more fucking brother time. The new year had come, and the third semester started. I had gotten over that fiasco, and we were having a girl talk session, like always. And they're like, so you're dating your brother. Yeah, but no. I like how they're like, Samugi usually took control of the sessions, but she was incredibly depressed. Tension hung thick in the air. Arimura and I made eye contact with each other, attempting to figure out how to calm the situation. Just do something! This is horrible! There was a reason we were pushing each other to do something. It happened last Christmas at the party, right after the commotion with Tsubame. He's both, so fine. Samugi helped out with her family's business during break, so she was talking about going back to Kyoto. And that's when... How could I be cursed so? What an awful fate! I'm so deeply ashamed of myself! I won't be able to attend the Winter Festival this year, either! If that had been the extent of it, I would have just smiled awkwardly since it was nothing new, but this time she was even more disappointed than usual. Is it some kind of venue-only item? A handmade book from before someone hit it big? An original autograph? A super deluxe special edition? Oh, right, okay. I'm like, it's some kind of fandom merch that she's missing, that's what we're thinking. Because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Wasn't sure what was going on, so I let it be. The problem was Samugi was still reeling from it after the new year. She usually got over her depression quickly and easily. I'd actually organized today's girl talk session to cheer her up. Arimura found it annoying, but I begged her to come. Samugi's passion for her hobbies is amazing, but I'm starting to worry she won't bounce back like usual. I wondered if she was thinking about that indie book or whatever she couldn't get her hands on. Samugi sighed with a distant look in her eyes. Going off her appearance, she looked like an adorable high schooler worrying about love. The phrase, looks can be deceiving, flashed through my mind. Now's not the time to be thinking about that! I glanced over at Arimura. She looked ready to leave at any moment. This was so awkward. They're my best friends. I've got to do something. Say, Samugi... What a regrettable hand I've been dealt! I've no reason left to live! That's how I feel when they told me Kasuga was my brother. Relatable. But now we're kind of sort of dating our brother. Look, as long as she gets in the boat with it, I'm fine. You know. Samugi's lament drowned out any consoling words I was about to offer. Oh, how cruel you are, world! Ah! Samugi plopped down on the table as if she were a samurai who just committed seppuku. Shit. Arimura and I looked at each other's stunned expressions and then took some deep breaths. I was afraid to poke the bear, but we couldn't just let her continue like this. People around us seemed puzzled by Samugi's eccentric behavior. I tried my best to smile and offered her some words of support. Yeah, that's totally unfair. Well, everyone has their own things they value. And that's why! Without warning, Samugi's head shot up with a big, inexplicable grin on her face. Giving up now would be a disgrace to the otaku name! Look at this! She pulled out a piece of paper from her purse and unfolded it. It read, Objective, conquer all events within the year. The inscrutable goal was written in exquisite brushstroke calligraphy. Exquisite brushstroke calligraphy. I don't know, that came out awkward when it... Brushstroke calligraphy. I honestly had no idea what this had to do with anything. But no, it was okay. I didn't need to know. If I can't participate in the summer and winter festivals, then I'll have to squeeze all the enjoyment I can out of the other events. I averted my gaze as Samugi smiled eerily at me. This was the absolute kindest thing I could do as a best friend. So you've made it your official New Year's resolution, huh? That calligraphy's impressive. I thought you might say that, so I brought calligraphy pens and paper for you and Spacey. Here you go. Huh? At what point did we decide to write out our resolutions in calligraphy? In the brief moment we were taken aback, Samugi quickly handed out our calligraphy pens and spread the paper out on the table. Well, alright then, I guess we're a group of high school girls doing calligraphy at a cafe in the heart of the city. Having a goal will keep you focused. Come on, don't be shy. My goal, marry my hot butler. Isn't your butler your brother? Shut up! My butler and my brother are two different people that just happen to share the same body and are kind of actually the same person. Shh! What? No. There's no point resisting if she came this prepared. I already know what my goal is, anyway. Can't read. Arimura took the calligraphy pen and wrote a resolution smoothly and easily. There! Happy now? Arimura held the paper in her hand. It read, Become a good woman. That's so cool. That's just like you, Arimura. It's my life goal. There's also... Improve my language skills, land a good guy, study economics. There are more, but these are my top priorities. So, what about you, Tojo? I looked down at the blank sheet of paper and couldn't help but be at a loss for words. I couldn't think of a goal on the spot like Arimura. Maybe studying? Practicing my French pronunciation? Me practice my English pronunciation and ability to read. Improving my crafting skills? Marrying my brother? Butler? Besides to help grandfather, I must... No, never mind that. I have more important things to do than that. Oh, she wrote something down. I can't wait to see what Spacey's aspirations are. Yes, this is it. This is the most important thing for me this year. The look on her face is like, marry my brother, butler. What? Done! Keep a close eye on the potential grooms. Including my butler brother. For real? Yes, this is it. This is my aspiration. I don't think that's an aspiration, per se. No, she's got a lot on her plate, to say the least. I nodded deeply at Samugi's awkward smile. That's right. That's why this is the most important thing for me right now. Aw, the Sichi's cute. Are you even listening? I gripped my calligraphy pen tightly, and Arimura sighed at me. So what is it this time? Ever since Christmas, since Kazuya joined the competition and Kasuga showed his true colors, the original 4 guys have gotten all fired up, and now the game's twice as chaotic. Yeah, because now there's 6. You've got these other boys, but, like, your brother's not going to let you have anybody. I'm just... Fuck. They're all over me day and night, and I don't have any time to relax, even when I'm at home. Oh my gosh, that sounds like some kind of a Otome game. This will feed my fantasies nicely. Thank you. That sounds like some kind of a Otome game. What? No. Don't you break the 4th wall, bitch. Sure, but I doubt it'll be very satisfying. I don't really know how you feel about it, but that's quite the luxurious problem for a girl to have. I know, right? 6 hot guys chasing after you. It is a little weird that one's your brother, and only in an Otome game would that be acceptable, but I'm just saying. No, I know, but I kind of want to be selective about the guy who's after me. Anyway, that's why I haven't had any peace of mind lately. Not even when I'm in my room. To be honest, the only time I can relax is when I'm having a girl talk session like this. So, I I need you to. Please keep being my friends, okay? I said this hesitantly, and then the two of them looked at each other. Like, Arimura is so fucking pretty. Look at her. And, like, Samugi's, like, beautiful, but, like, an adorable... Look at her adorable kind of face. Like, she's over there, like... It's misleading, because she's like, I have a sweet face, but then I'm going to take you to my dungeon and put you in my cage. Yeah, she's fucked up like all of us. It's just so disarming, though. Of course, I'm your one and only best friend. I'll always support you, even if you don't want me to. Yeah, well, it's not like I'm gonna toss you out after all this time. I'll always be here to listen. And it never hurts to have a wealthy connection, either. They smiled at me, and I smiled back with all my heart. Thank you, Samugi. Thank you, Arimura. Afterwards, we continued our conversation over some wonderful cakes and tea. I feel like we should be calling Arimura Noah now. It's always great being with the girls. I really meant that. Samugi might have all sorts of quirks, but she was my first friend. My best friend. I can't even talk to Arimura at school, but she impressed me with her own unique values. She was now an irreplaceable friend who would broaden my narrow perspective. I do like the fact that, well, maybe that's why we only call her Arimura, because we can't talk to her at school. I looked at my two dear friends and was overtaken by a flood of emotions. What's wrong? They both tilted their heads with curiosity, and all I did was chuckle to myself. The time spent talking with my friends is very precious to me, no matter how silly it may be. I'll always cherish them. I love those two. Okay, that was at least a short in the chapter. It's like, I at first I was like, why are we having this chapter with them when that's not even the point? But it is the point. It's very much like just reminding me, like, this is kind of your wrapping up, these are your friends and you love them and, like, remember they're your besties. And it's like, yeah, you kind of need that in the game. Stop it! Goddamn drift. Spacey, by the way, how did your New Year's resolutions go? Oh god, you're gonna text like that, Samugi? 32 words on one line? Like one line per, like, text? Spacey, by the way, how did your New Year's resolutions go? Question mark. I have friends that text like that and I hate it. It drives me bonkers. Resolutions? Oh right, I made one. It went perfectly. I resolved not to give in to my suitors. That's my Spacey. You both talk the talk and walk the walk. Oh, I talk the talk, but I can't walk the walk, I'll tell you that. Of course. Wonderful. Then I must have just spotted your multiverse clone or something. Huh? It was 2 hours ago on Omotesando? On Omotesando Street. Hold it. He was your doppelganger, I'm sure, standing with a suitor copycat. You have the wrong idea. Looking at each other, smiling, sharing a passionate kiss. You made that part up. And then the rest is true? If you saw, then you know it is. But it's not what you think. He said it was just a quick break. I didn't have an excuse to refuse. I see. So it was a date. Without letting the others know, too. Has he taken the lead, then? No. You don't have to hide it. I'd rather not say anything careless. It'd cause a bunch of unnecessary drama. Oh dear, it's so hard being popular. I'm not all that popular. Oh yes you are, Spacey. You're very, very popular. Your stern, foreboding grandfather absolutely melts for you. Your perfect butler is not only secretly your brother, but he is obsessed with you. And that's the perfect right there. I like that. Personally, I'd prefer it if they toned their doting and obsession down to a more reasonable... Oh, well, I can't read. Personally, I'd prefer it if they'd tone their doting and obsession down to more reasonable levels. The overwhelming love assaults my emotions. I can almost cry. From amusement. Samugi? But... what I hope for now is for you to step up, step out, step onto a brand new stage. I've wondered this for a while now, but where do you learn to talk like that? Passionate love! Heart-wrenching drama! Oh goodness, no! Don't fight over me! Samugi, hello? Now with Mr. Shinzaki, you have 5 suitors and 5 times the potential. 6. Were we gonna forget our hot brother? You're a positively gushing font of inspiration! And it's positively a gushing font of headaches for me. You know that, right? Oh, the cares of a maiden.
That's not it. But don't worry. No matter the size of the burden on your mind, I'll always be there for you. After all, I'm your very, very best friend. Isn't that right, Spacey? Plus everything you tell me, I wrap into my twisted little fantasies, and I love it.
Samuki is absolutely a perfect representation of every person who plays Otome games, who plays these and is sitting there like, oh, I'm here for this. Oh, tell me more. Like, a little bit of a self-insert she does sometimes, but like, you know, just watching the main character, like, with all their dancing around with all their, she is literally like, for once they actually put a character in a game that you're like, no, I identify 100% right here with them. Samugi is the 100%. Because you could identify with little bits and pieces of the main characters and stuff like that, but you're always like, even again, when you self-insert, but you're kind of only there part of the time. It's kind of like a half thing. It's never a full-on. Because the character's never you, you know what I mean? And there's things that they say or do, or the way they act that you wouldn't do yourself. You're like, I would never have said that, or, you know. But the self-insert part is like, okay, when they're romancing and they're saying my name, yeah, they're romancing me, girl, I need the MC out of the way, it's me. And then all the other shit, you put her back. You know what I mean? It's never a full-on when you self-insert. It's like a half thing. You know, you kind of live in that realm where you're like partially self-insert and then partially outside, like whatever. It's a weird line that you toe. But like, Samugi is that one character that comes along and you're like, yep, nope, that's us. Every single person who plays Otome, 100%. Where's Samugi? Over here like, oh, tell me more. Oh, I want to see the CGs. Like fucking fanning herself and shit. It's 100%. Yes, I suppose it is. Wonderful. Oh, 2 hours ago. I want all the details. No comment. See? Moogie is us. Hey, Tojo, have you ever thought about making more friends? Where'd this come from? You only hang out with Kano at school, right? Well, you got me too, but we don't hang out there. And besides us, what friends do you have? I don't have any. I have Kasuga. Figured. It's easy enough to tell you're the shy type, but you really should broaden your horizons and stuff. Yeah, I know, but it's just hard. It's easy to hang out in your own circles, but you'll stagnate there. And making more friends means you move in more circles. More circles means you get to experience a wider world. You realize that I can't. Have you met Kasuga/Tsubame yet? I know. But right now I think I have as much world experience as I can handle with you and Samugi, and 5 fucking suitors and a sexy hot butler brother. That's technically 6.5 people if you think about it, because you can't really count Kasuga and Tsubame as 2 fully separate people, but he's at least 1.5. So, like, I'm just saying. What? Really? And I don't think I'm ready to put both feet into the circles you move in. Want to hit up a mixer together? No. Why not? It's a step into my circle, the world you're so jealous of. There are some circles a person should never step into. Yeah, I can see that. Given who you are, you have to be careful about who you associate with. But think about it, okay? Kano and I might not be around forever. Huh? Why not? Graduation? I'm going overseas. Kano's going back home. You won't be able to just come hang out with us whenever. We'll have Whis, yeah, but you're still gonna need someone local to hang with. I have 6.5 suitors. Hello? Tojo? I needed a second. Sorry, forget what I said then. Though that's a pretty small thing to be shocked over. I'm sorry. I don't know. I do know that. Really, when I pictured it, all of a sudden I felt so lonely. Ugh. Seriously? But I know. God, how about I hang with you tomorrow after school? You will? We'll meet at the usual spot. Thanks. I already can't wait. I think I understand the appeal Kano gushes about. Huh? Nothing. See you tomorrow. Jeez. Arimura's like that bitter person. Arimura was me when I first started playing Otome games. Like, I played like one. Okay, well, whatever. It's like free. I guess I'll see what it's like. And you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. You're like, yeah, whatever. Like romance games. I hate fucking like rom-coms and fucking like trashy romance. I'm not into that shit. And then you play these games and you're like, you know, this isn't so bad. Oh my god, I love it. You start out as Arimura and then you turn into fucking Samugi. That's just the natural progression. I was bitter and unhappy, okay? I still actually really don't like romance novels. Unless like, it's not the romance part, it's all the sex that bothers me in romance novels, because I'm just not into that, and I hate reading, like, a normal mystery novel, and then they're banging all the time. I'm like, that's why I like young adult books. Because there might be some romance in there, but it's like this, it's romance. It's not just like, oh, hi, I'm here to solve the mystery of the dead man in this kitchen, and then the next thing you know, they're having sex on the kitchen counter, and you're like, that's kind of disgusting, and you're contaminating that's just gross. What are you doing? Why? Why are we doing this? And, like, 90% of the book is I'm banging and play, and you're like, I wanted a mystery novel, thanks. I'm not here for all the sex and, like, but, like, that's always got to be there. Same with movies. You're like, we're in a zombie apocalypse. Do you really, I mean, I guess maybe you're like, oh my God, I need human connection. So you're going to, but it's always like, they got a sexy hot steam. And you're like, you're in a zombie apocalypse and you're all pretty gross and smelly. This is not, you're going to be banging just for like a weird thing. It's not going to be sexy. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there. But like everything's got to be like overdone. So, you know, and like rom-coms are just fucking awful. I also really hate the goddamn Hallmark Christmas movies, okay? There's very few I can stand. Like some of them I'm like, this is okay. I mean, if people make me watch them, I will, but I won't willingly do it. Except for was it A Night for Christmas or The Night Before Christmas? Whatever. It was like time travel and he's actually a fucking knight. It's a stupid movie. It is one of the dumbest. They're all fucking stupid, but I'm like, I can handle that. Or like, it's like a time travel and shit. I'm like, okay, there's a little bit of a fantasy aspect. I can work with this. It was still stupid, but I was like, I was willing to tolerate it. And I was like, I mean, it's dumb, but I watched it. Willingly. Because I know, like, my sister watches all those bonus content. Ooh. That just said bonus content unlocked. That's all just CGs. It's more Kasuga CGs. Stop it. Was that it? That was it? I thought it was actually going to be a chapter. Oh. You've unlocked every CG. Yay. That was it. I thought that was like an actual chapter. We should have done the Kasuga one last. That was it. Oh, wait. Full open is like... Okay, so these are the after story. My God, we actually have a Kasuga one. Okay, anyway. We're not going to do those. We do have to still do... I wrote them. I think we have to do Ichiya and Taiga, right? Yes, because we technically did Shion and Nayuta after their routes. So we will do Ichiya and Taiga. We'll probably... I'll have to see if they're going to be one part together or two. Because then we also have Kasuga/Tsubame. But I might do the Kasuga one separate because we have the full open where you have to put in... Wait. I want to go back. Return to the title screen. Yes. I'm going to do that after. So I think we'll see. We'll have to do the two after stories. There are bad endings. Now, here's the thing with the bad endings, which we'll do in the next part. There is a normal bad ending 18 where you basically like you don't make a decision on who to marry. And then there is a bad ending 17, which according to the guide, there's 4 variations of it. It doesn't unlock or change anything else in the game. So we'll do the Ichiya version because that's just the first one in the list. So we'll kind of do that, but it's basically like skipping through the entire fucking game. So I kind of don't want to do all 4 of them because it's a lot of fucking skipping. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of fucking time. I'm also extremely fucking behind. Like, extremely fucking behind and I have to get caught up. So, I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do the one version of it and just see, because I think when we get to the end, it might be, whoa, no, don't you dare. Okay. Let's go into the gallery for a hot second. We'll just pop in here so it doesn't do that. So... Oops. There we go. Hold on. So, we've gotten all of these... It should literally just be these. Yeah, so there's 3 versions of this. I'm just going to assume it's might just be specifically... We'll see what happens, but obviously you're going through each character board. The ending might be exactly the same. It's just we skip through Ichiya's board, we skip through Taiga's board, whatever. Or it could be to the point where it's like, oh, blah, 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 and maybe they just mentioned Ichiya in the thing and the name of the character, depending on whose path you went down, changes. We'll see what happens when we get there, but I probably won't do all 4 of them just because it's just going to be basically the same end. And I'm assuming based on this, it's not 17 A, B, C, that the ending itself is the same. It's just how you get there. And there's no point in doing, we've gone through everything anyway. So we'll do those 2 bad endings in the next part. And perchance, we will start doing the after stories. It really depends on how long. It's going to take a while to skip through ending 17. I know it. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm okay if they're slightly shorter parts because I need to make sure that we have this. I've got to finish our other game. And we have to start a whole new fucking game. So, like, holy fucking shit! I didn't think this ending was going to go as fast as it did, like this route, because all the other ones took like 14 fucking hours and this took like 4. So, 4 or 5? What are we at now? I don't even know. So we should have seen everything here. Oh, there's no images there. All right, so this is the last Ichio one. So we will, hold on. Oh. That's the last Ichio one. Oh, I like that they give us hidden CGs. They're like, after you do everything, we'll give you a little secret CG of all your boyfriends. Like, how adorable. So there's our secret Ichia CG. Here's our freaking... Oh, wait! Whoa, wait. Oh, there's 2! Oh, I didn't even realize. All right, okay. Like, gonna be staring at... Look at that! Ah! Love it. Honestly, this freaking Taiga one looks so good. Like, he looks so good. I actually kind of like this when he's not like... The other one where he's looking at you with his typical Taiga look is good, but this one's almost better. Where he's like... There's just something a little like... He's still got a little bit of like the Taiga look at his eyes, but it's almost like he's at peace for a hot second. And then he's like, oh, hey! And then he gives you that fucking smirk. I don't know. I like this one of him. Wait. Where the hell is... Oh, why is... Oh, right, because we haven't done their other endings, so we don't have their other... That's true. We're going to see those afterward. So this was Shion's. Okay. Like, it wasn't hot. My button wasn't working. I got confused because the other ones, there was the blank spots because we haven't done their 2 endings. My controller buttons aren't working right now. I'm hitting the A button. I'm hitting the X button. Holy shit, something is wrong with my fucking, thing. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, now my game is working. My controller's not working. Okay, that was really fucking weird, guys. My controller just stopped working. It was lit up, and I'm pushing the buttons, and until I hit back, it didn't fucking work. I think I need to get new controllers for my Switch. They're not... All of a sudden, they're stopping... They're not working. Which is, like... I don't know what's happening with that. Okay, here we go. I just feel like it's so hard to get to the thing. But, like, between the drift and that now, like, I just updated them yesterday, but, like, they're not working. So, like, you can get new fucking controllers, right? Because, like, my Switch is not fucking old enough where I need a new one, and I don't want to... That's kind of sad. Like, that's the second version of fucking Nayuta's. That's disappointing, though. Come on. This is gonna be fun. So, like, I'm just gonna leave the text thing on the bottom so we can, like... Actually, no, it's fine. That's just him running away. Oh, I love this one so much! Just because. We're missing a lot of CGs here. Which is weird, because, like, where do you get them? Well, maybe the bad endings. There is a... Holy fuck. Oh, these are all the fucking chibis! Oh, we're gonna be here for fucking ever. Oh! Oh, look at all of our Kasuga CGs. We're gonna... The only thing I don't like is this is the game that goes back when you go to a CG, and I want to be able to, like, see the things, you know what I mean? But that's okay. We'll just deal with it. We already kind of looked at... Oh my god. Oh my god, right when we got this one. Oh, dear. Oh! The little chibi ones. Now my controller stopped working again. All right. I have no idea what's going on and why it stops working randomly. This is not, it's not good. I don't know what's happening, and I can't handle everything breaking. Like my controller and everything. Baby Kazuka. Love it. Ah, I do love the fact that this is our last Kazuka CG that we just got. I shouldn't love our freaking. Oh, we already kind of looked at that one too. Okay. Oh, and all of them with the roses. There you go. You know that this should be like when we finish the game, the last CG, but like, you know that's not going to happen. It's going to be Kazuka, right? Because like, okay. Us with our little bunny rabbit. I'm going through them kind of fast because I don't know when my controller's going to stop working, and like, at least Kazu got some CGs like in this section, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm not going to lie, he's really hot here. I still actually, I'm not a fan of him in the suit and everything. I like it. But like, you know. And this was just our last one, not a big one. Whatever. I do like one of our friendos. Oh, that one's cute. Again, we're going through these kind of fast because like we like to look at our pretty boys, and like we've got a bazillion of these to go. So like all of the frickin' oh, this one kind of sucks though, because like, also wear your glasses, bitch. If you're wearing the suit, you need the glasses. That's just how this works. Oh, that really should be like the end CG for the game, the very last part we do. Maybe I'll consider it, depending on what secret ones we open. Actually, those other two probably unlock in Kasuga's ending thing. So. Oh, these ones. All of our little chibis. Our chibi marrying everybody where we're like... Oh my god, and the flowers in the background on the thing, on our wedding arch change depending on... And so does our bouquet. Our bouquet changes depending on who we picked. That's so funny. Like which rose we picked. Oh, look at our little chibi. And now it makes more sense when you see this. He's like, oh, he's into it. He's really got big sister, little sister issues right now after that. 9 of these? Oh, right. And the dog, look at Nayuta bonk and fucking eat you out of the way. Oh, God. Forgot about this. Oh, these fucking idiots. Not gonna eat you out of the way again. Oh, I love little. They're so cute. She pulls out her wig. She pulled that wig out of her fucking purse. Like shit. Oh my god. And this is when Samugi decided to be our bestie. He's like, I'm just gonna be your friend, whether you like it or not. Look at her, little baby chibi frickin' Samugi. Oh, right, and when we were scared, and then Kasuga comes in. Cute little baby Kasuga. Oh. I'm really actually glad that they put the chibi, like, things in there like this, you know what I mean? So you could relive them again. As opposed to, like, not... You know what I mean? Because, like, they were just little interims, but it's like, I wouldn't have counted them technically as CGs, but I appreciate that they put them in the gallery, but they didn't count them as, like, the guys' CGs, because... I like it. They add to the game. You know what I mean? Look at little Shion. He's fucking adorable. But, like, I'm glad they didn't count, like, oh, well, this counts as, like, the one with Ichiya when we're at the movie theaters. Like, I'm glad they didn't count that as, like, you know, Ichiya CGs, even though they were in his route. You know, they're just kind of, like, extra bonus content, but you could still go through them afterward. You know? You have the joy of remembering them. That's when he was insulting us. Look at them all sweating. Oh, God. Oh, all the kids at the orphanage, right? Taiga's around. Right. I kind of forgot they're all like secretly tossing away the things that remind us of Taiga, and then here's fucking Naruto with a taiga tree. What the fuck? Oh, God. Ugh. That's actually, I really kind of like the way they did that. And they wrote crook and then the O's are the I's. It's kind of cool. This is really what was happening. Aww. They're so funny. Because they add something, you know what I mean? Like, because you can't have some of these things, like the dramatics, the over-dramatics of this game, and like where it gets a little hammy and cheesy, is like, and that's when the like chibis come in, and it's like, because you couldn't really draw, I don't know, I think it just adds something more, because like instead of just describing what's happening, what you normally do is you're reading, they're also showing you with the chibis, and it just kind of makes it a little funnier, like the goofiness of it, you know what I mean, or whatever, without them having to do a full-on, like, beautifully art-done CG. I mean, these are still beautifully done for chibis, you know what I mean, but, and I'm sure they still took a fuck ton of effort. But, like, it kind of just adds to, instead of just describing, like this, when they're describing the commercial, it's like, it's nicer to see it, but you don't have to do, like, super detailed frickin', you know, CG art. You got to do the cute chibi art, which again is still super detailed, but I feel like might be a little bit easier aside from the shading and the rendering, but like just the drawing it's more simple lines than, because I can't imagine them trying to do all these with like legit like CGs, you know what I meant? But okay, no. Alright, so we're back. I think we're getting back to where... I love little Naruto sitting there, he's so cute. Little mouth. Oh. She stepped on me and I liked it. It's so cute. Oh, God. This is a good time. Get marriage! Get romance! I just think that's so fucking... Hands off pervert. Love it. That was from this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Our grandfather trying to be nice and we think he's evil. Also, the chibis are just fun, because again, some of the fun in this game is like how fucking absurd it is sometimes. Like, and I feel like it's just funnier and slightly more over-the-top dramatic with like a scene like this, where you're like, instead of being like, oh, they had him tied up, but it's like just seeing Shion's little fucking happy face and like, now you got a fucking like, it's just seeing it in the chibi form just makes it just so much fucking better. It just adds. And they did so many of them. There's so many of these chibis. You know what I mean? Like... And by those chibis with, like, frickin' Kasuga, but, like, it's like, oh, just a normal brother! And he's not a normal brother, like... Oh, God, these are so good. Oh, God. Ichi is actually, like, pretty much as dramatic as this entire game goes. So yeah, we're back to the beginning with the CGs. And like, look, I mean, hi. Okay, it's so hard. Do we have like Kasuga dressed like his normal self? Or do we have like Kasuga dressed like Butler Kasuga? I mean, Kasuga is like really amazing. Butler Kasuga's like really amazing. But like, the shock of this one And that one's so... I can't wait for the other ones that we're gonna get, like, you know... There you go. Oh, just... Can we just zoom in on just Kasuga? There we go. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Just Kasuga. Wait, nope. Nope. There we go. Just Kasuga. Can't figure out my control. There we go. Just Kasuga. Anyway, yeah, we'll do the bad endings in the next part, and then we'll see what happens when we get there, because I don't know how long it's going to take. Like I said, bad ending 17 seems like we're going to skip through the whole fucking, like, an entire goddamn route to get to it. So that's probably going to take a while. But we'll power through, and if that's, like, kind of a shorter part, maybe we'll read one of the after stories, with it. I'll figure it out at the time when we get there. If it's like at least a 30-minute part, maybe I'll just leave it and we'll have some shorter parts to kind of stretch this out a little bit. I'm okay with that. So that's going to be my cheaty way of stretching this out so that we don't end like 2 parts from now and I'm like, fuck. Because we just have the 2 bad endings left to do, and then we have Taiga and Ichiya's after stories, and then of course Tsubame's after story kind of a thing. So that's really kind of like... Oh, plus we have the full after. So we do have like a couple things to do. So I might try to see, maybe we'll do the bad endings next time. We'll see how long that takes. Maybe we'll do the Taiga and Ichiya parts together. Again, I'm not sure how long those are going to take. I feel like they should be separate. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. And then maybe we'll do like the Kasuga stuff and then the after route for that, because that kind of ties together. We can do that in its own part. We'll see. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do, how I'm gonna break it up, because like, or if I'm gonna really stretch it out and be like, bad endings go in one, Taiga goes in one, Ichiya goes in one, and then the Kasuga kind of final 2 bits, like his after story and then the after game story kind of thing, all go together, and then that's 4 more parts. We'll see how long it stretches. We'll see. They might be shorter parts than normal, and I might stretch it out just because I'm really fucking behind. So, but anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.